Welcome to autoX. Now, BMW 5 Series was first introduced in 1972 and since then has gone on to become one of the most successful names for the brand's history. In fact, they've even sold 10 million units of the 5 Series so far. In India, it was first introduced in 2007 and today we have with us the 8th generation model and lo and behold, it is available in the long wheelbase configuration. In fact, it comes in right-hand drive, making this the first global launch of the right-hand drive configuration of the 5 Series long wheelbase. In this video, I'm going to take you through a quick walk around of what it gets. Overall, in terms of how it looks, well, it's gotten sharper at the front end and gets a broader fastback styling at the back. If you start at the front, the highlights include a larger kidney grille. Now these are illuminated, and if you look to the side, you get sharper headlights. Now these are adaptive LEDs, they get matrix function, they get cornering function, and they also have high beam assist. Then if you move on to the rest of the car, another highlight is the color palettes that you have to get. Now another design highlight I'd like to point out is with the kink at the front and these copper highlight, it kind of gives you this XM look which I really liked, and you get that in spades in this car as well. An example of this is the Cape York green metallic, which gets these copper sparkles or tinge which really make the car stand out and make it look even more elegant. Then you come to the alloy wheels. Now because the car has grown in size, it has an odd effect on the wheels which you see here. These are 18-inch in size. It is shod by 225 by 55 section tires, and while they look good, they look chunky, they do look kind of small in comparison. Now if I have to talk about the design, yes, it's wider and it's taller, but in terms of its length, it's grown by 212 millimeters and 130 millimeters of that has gone in the wheelbase. And at the side, you get flush handlebars. As you can see, it is accentuated by the length that this has to offer. And if you come to the back, at the seat pillar, you now get a Hofmeister kink with a 5 Series emblem on the side. Now, overall, as you can see, it also gets copper accents all around, which complement the overall color palettes that it has to offer. And as I had mentioned, it looks pretty sleek, it looks elegant, and I really like what it has to offer. And at the back, it has become sharper here too. It carries over some of the silhouette which you get in the older model, but with the wraparound tail lights and this kink at the back, it looks sharp as well. Now with that, let's move inside and let me tell you what it has to offer, because there too has improved in terms of the luxury, in terms of the comfort that it has to offer. If you guys are familiar with what the 7 Series has to offer with its interior design, well, you'd feel quite at home with the 5 Series as well, because a lot of the design elements are heavily borrowed from its bigger brother. When you start, it is the curved 12.3-inch mixed with the 14.9-inch infotainment display, which gives you its first impressions. Then of course you get this light bar which runs across the length of the front cabin. This gives you the ambient lighting and also houses the AC vent functionalities as well. Over that, what the 5 Series long wheelbase brings to the table is the newly updated iDrive 8.5 system. This also brings in new features like the quick select system, which allows you to get to your desired functionalities from the infotainment system with just one click and makes it basically convenient and practical for the owners. Then you get this 7 Series style crystal gear selector for the iDrive system. You get 2 wireless chargers. Now, of course, this car is wider and taller. That has had an effect on the comfort that it brings to the table. And one thing that is really cool is the fact that the 5 Series is the first car in the brand's history to have an all-vegan interior. That includes the seats, the dashboard, the door panels, and the steering wheel as well. So with that, that was a quick introduction of the front seating space, but a highlight is the rear seating space, and let's check that out. Now seated at the back, I can tell you that this is a much better place to sit than the previous outgoing model. As I told you, 130 millimeters of wheelbase has been increased, and that has had an effect on how much space I get in terms of my leg, in terms of my knees, and in terms of shoulder room as well. Now you get a 18 speaker 655 watt Bose and Wilkinson sound system, and that will be a particular highlight for the 5 Series owners as well. Then you get a rear wireless charging pad as well. Then you get a 4-zone climate control, and of course in terms of openness, you get a large panoramic sunroof, which BMW claims is 90% larger in space than the outgoing model. Now in terms of comfort, BMW claims that these seats are taller and wider than the outgoing model, and of course with the added space, with the long wheelbase, well, it really has become one of the most comfortable places that you can be in this category. Now with the features on offer, with extra amount of space on offer, this really has become one of the most comfortable places that you can be seated in this category, and I feel the 5 Series long wheelbase has catered to the rising demands from what customers want these days, which revolves more around space than driving dynamics. So with that, let's get out. Let me give you my final verdict on what this has to offer. So the new 5 Series long wheelbase, well, it's wider, it's longer, it's better design, it's sharper. The interior offers more features, also offers more space thanks to the long wheelbase and the increased length. And overall, I think it is a testament to the growing demands of what the new age customers want from a car like the 5 Series long wheelbase. What do you guys think about this? Tell us in the comment section down below. Do you like the new design direction that BMW has taken, or do you like the old 5 Series better?